Well, guys, we're here back again live for another episode of the Vara and Virtue Show. Wicked, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. It's been busy. I haven't streamed on my channel since Saturday because it's been so busy. I've been on other shows and stuff.
How
So
could you
sorry,
abandon everyone
everybody.
like
Uh,
that?
I'll be back, doing stuff tomorrow. As for like new things I've been doing, I started reading this. I'm only on chapter 3, but it is good. Like
Ooh.
this is him going again for the Nucci family, and like this is Punisher. Like this is Punisher. Like there's no PG-13 here. There's no edit. It is straight up Punisher. Because there's a line in it that he says that I thought was really good, where it's like he went to heaven and saw his family, and the angels sent him back because they thought that it would be like suffering for him.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Bilbo climbing boxes in the background trying to climb the
Oh, I
shelf.
see him now.
I
I see.
just realized what
Like,
is
why
he
is that box?
doing?
Why is that box moving?
Bilbo. Uh, he says,
Oh.
that's me. Anyway, you can continue with
Oh
your
no, it's
Punisher
okay. No, he just has a
story.
line in this. I'm only like on chapter like 3, I guess. Whatever. It's not really chapters, but part 3.
Mhm.
Where he says like the angel sent him back because they thought that it would be suffering for him, but he's like, nah, like I'm making everybody pay, and he's just
Hell yeah.
it's good. It's good. If you guys like Punisher and you've never read Punisher, this is like full blown Punisher.
Yeah,
I
you
like it.
wanted to start reading Punisher after watching Spider-Man, right? That's around the time when you had
Well, it was like after I
picked it
watched,
up.
yeah, like I've always been interested. I have a bunch, like shout out Wiley Dave. I have a bunch of like like books and stuff, but I wanted to after that little like 45-minute Punisher thing came out on
Mhm.
Disney Plus, I was like, I want to I want more like I want real Punisher. Like not that there's anything
Yeah.
wrong with that one. It was all right, but that like piqued my interest. Like, you know what? I need to learn more about the Punisher from the comics because I don't know enough.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that the versions we have gotten live action are pretty good at times, but it is still quite different.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand wanting to read it and consume that instead of just basing your opinions on a character on like a TV adaptation, because sure, there are elements that cross over, but they are still pretty different.
Yes. Yeah, and it's good. I highly recommend that. I haven't finished it yet, but I think it's going to end well. Well, not for most of the people in the story, but
Decades worth of spoilers here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
What have you been playing recently, or have you not played many games over the past week? Because you're
Not
busy. You go out into that thing known as the real world, and you actually do things.
You want to know what game I'm interested in playing? Well, I mean, besides us playing Resident Evil 5, that's probably the like newest game I've played. I think that might have been the last stream besides Mario Kart. I want to try Project Zomboid. Have you played that or watched any videos on that?
I have not.
So I watched one of my friends like playing it on Discord the other day, like share a screen, like, hey, you gotta check this out. And I
Mhm.
was like, okay. I was like, so what is this, like The Sims? But it's not like you have to. I think you actually might really like this game. I'm interested in it. It's kind of like The Sims, but you have to like not die. Like if you get bit, you could spend so much time like getting yourself like, you know, all set, like, yay, stats up, everything, and then you get bit by a zombie and it's just done. Look
Yeah,
at someone said I've got 649 hours in it. See, it's like, yeah.
whew. Gosh darn it. I mean, yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. I've never really looked into it. But I always am up for trying out new games.
Yeah,
I'm always looking.
I want to try it out. So maybe I will and let you know what I think, or if you might get there before me.
It's basically a roguelike zombie sim. Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay and I'm like, all right, this, it could be up my alley. And then I thought about you and I was like, I better remember to tell Vera about it.
Yeah, I'm always playing tons of things, so I'm always happy to check something else out. I know that there was a indie game that came out a couple of days ago that I haven't played yet or tried out yet. Maybe I'll stream it at some point, but it's called Twisted Towers. It
Hmm.
was made by like three guys and it looks really, really fun.
Ooh.
It's like at a carnival and it's like a shooter. It's kind of like BioShock in a way.
Okay.
It looks really, really fun. And then I've been playing, it just came out yesterday. And last week I was playing Dragon Sword Awakening, which was very, very fun. But yesterday I had started Mortal Shell 2, which is a Souls-like. So, of course, I have to play it.
You have
Souls-likes are
to.
some of my
Mhm.
favorites. I play all of them.
Have you seen the trailer for the Where Dolls Hang game? I think it's an indie game. It's releasing this year. I'm guessing it's gonna come out around Halloween time because it's a scary game.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It's really cool. I watched the trailer today. You like play VHS tapes of real movies, and then you just like I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know if you want to watch a trailer. We probably
Yeah, yeah,
can,
I'll
but
watch the trailer.
here, let me get it on YouTube because I had it on what do you call it?
Twitter?
Steam. No,
X? Oh,
Steam.
Steam.
Let me get
I'll read
the
this really quickly.
yeah.
Cajun Corey for the 5. Growing up Italian, Wicked wasn't impressed with magicians. Her uncles made people disappear all the time.
Well, you better be careful what you say publicly. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Corey, what are you talking
No,
about?
I laughed because of your response.
I know.
Oh, it was so casual too. You're like, oh, you better be careful.
You better be careful.
No, it wasn't even that good of a joke. Wicked. All right, Corey, you gotta laugh out of me. You gotta chuckle out of me because Wicked was on point with her response. But
Yes,
thank you
I
for the
tend to
no-no.
do that. So there's one trailer. There was like, I have like the main one, but there was like where like you're in the house and he puts Night of the Living Dead in like the VHS tape in, and that's kind of cool. But I can just show the regular. It looks cool. Like this is also something that seems like it'd be right up your alley. I don't know when it comes out though. It just says, um, here we go. I'm gonna show two things. Two things here. Because there's a little teaser that's like 30 seconds that shows what I was just talking about. And
Yeah,
then is this it? Let me double check. Yeah, okay. There's like no likes or anything on the video, so I'm like, that's kind of weird.
I
But
was gonna say you sound so like
I'm like,
uncertain.
so there's this one, and then I'm gonna jump over to the actual official trailer.
Let me close that and then let me open this one. Too many
Okay.
things.
Yeah, so apparently I guess you can watch full-length movies in this or something. I don't want you to
This
get hit,
looks
so
creepy as shit.
doesn't it? I'm gonna skip through.
Get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you.
So there's that, right? That's only like 30 seconds. I don't want you to get hit, so I'm just gonna skip it. And this is
I'm
the
sure
actual.
we'll be fine if this is what my channel goes down for.
At least it was for something
know,
spooky.
I guess that counts. I'm
So
assuming everything that is in the game is like public domain. I would
probably,
assume that that's how they've approached it.
yeah. But it does look creepy. Now this is the official trailer, so this is gameplay.
Oh yeah, Glitch just said it. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, I figured.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah,
only
Night of
didn't
Living Dead's
show.
public domain.
Okay, well, I only cut it off with like 5 seconds left, so we
It's
didn't
okay.
miss much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Gotta find them. Jesus Christ. Oh God.
I don't like the dolls, man. Dolls are so creepy. No, I don't like it.
Yeah, they are.
I don't like it.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
It's pretty creepy.
Ew. No, it's very okay. It's very, very Blair Witch, which I
Yes.
do like. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like I don't like the dolls. It's
The
like
dolls
in
are
the
no.
Resident Evil Village, the Shadows of Rose DLC. Did you play that?
No, but I've watched a video on the entire gameplay.
So in the like one of the basement portions, you are going through like these tiny hallways and there's the mannequins. And every time you turn
I
around,
hate those
the
mannequins.
mannequins chase you. And so you have to like have the light on them and be turning around, but also walking forward. Then there will be new ones that pop up. Oh, that I don't like it. I mean, I do like it, but I don't like it. It's so weird.
So this is by Steel Krill Studio, and it's inspired by Mexico's real life island of the dolls. Okay, so that makes it even more freaking creepy.
I don't want to go. I'm not
No, no, no,
going. No,
The
no,
game
no.
casts you as a detective investigating bizarre disappearances in a cursed swamp and forest filled with hanging dolls. So targeting a 2026 release on PC via Steam. Okay, so the plot, we already got that. The inspiration is heavily influenced by Mexican folklore and culture, as well as the notorious Isla de las Munitas. I don't know. So yeah. Don't
Does
know how
it
to
say
that
when
word.
it releases?
It just says it's aiming for a 2026 release.
Okay, yeah.
So
Because I was
I'm
gonna say the
guessing-
trailer didn't say a date at the end.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
don't
say
know
the
if it's-
developer's name?
Yeah, it's Steel Krill, like with a K, Steel, then Krill Studio.
Oh, they follow me.
Oh,
They follow me on Oh no. Why is my computer doing this? It's laggy. It's lagging me. No.
oh
no.
no.
I tabbed out. My computer, it's dying. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, they follow me on X. So I just followed them back.
I just followed him too.
Yes. That's cool. I'm excited now.
They're
I'm
watching the
scared.
stream like she doesn't like our dolls.
No, I think the game looks cool. I just the dolls, man, not the freaking dolls, bro. I'm creeped out. But
I'm
that
gonna
is
send
really,
you-
really cool. I will have to check that out, like off stream, and see if they've posted about their
They
like
released
the development history, right, and like what their plan is for release.
I'm sending you on X the store page for
Cool.
Zomboid.
Nice.
the
I'll have
way,
to check
yeah.
that out as well.
Anyways,
Anyways, yeah, guys, I don't know why my computer has decided to do this. Yeah, my computer is possessed. It's really weird. When I tabbed out, it decided to start. Yeah, like every time I'm tabbing out, it's super, super laggy. I might need to restart my computer again. I did restart my computer though.
yeah.
It could be maybe the browser, perhaps.
It could be. Sometimes I have browser issues. But if you do have to switch out, I can hold down the fort for a minute.
Yeah, I will read these donuts real quick, and then I will shut my computer down, and I will restart it, and Wicked will have to hold down the fort because otherwise this is just so freaking laggy. Really quickly though, Glitch, thank you for the 5. Due to a mistake by the creators when it was released, Night of the Living Dead was public domain on day 1. Oh,
I did
that's
not
actually
know that.
that's I think maybe I had heard about that like a long time ago, but yeah, that is absolutely insane. F to that guy's job, because that guy definitely got fired after that.
Yes.
Yeah, and Retromeister, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Oh yeah, the lag's gotten significantly worse. Uh-oh, my computer might be dying.
Oh no. No.
I'm completely frozen now.
You're gone.
Yeah. No, I've been race swapped. How could this happen, man?
No.
No. Well, my screen is completely frozen, but this is still on the screen. So, Retromeister for the 20. Evening, ladies. Let's take a moment to honor the memory of Hayden Panettiere, who passed
Yes.
away at 36. She was Claire cheerleader, Bennett from Heroes, Kirby from Scream 4, and she was the voice of Carrie in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Yeah, she also did like Until Dawn. She was in Bug's Life. It's so
Ice
sad.
Princess. She was in a lot. She like shaped. I grew up with her, like watching her. She shaped a
Yeah.
generation for sure. Like even that silly "Bring It On." I know people
Right.
laugh about it now, but it's like
That's sad.
it was a moment.
I have to shut my computer down.
All right.
Wicked. You're gonna have to hold down the fort because now everything is black screen. So I will be right back.
Good thing I'm a professional yapper.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so Retro Meister, you're getting your moment in the spotlight for at least 5 more minutes, probably. Yeah, also remember the Titans. Yeah, the Hayden Panettiere stuff, not to like skip over that. We'll go back onto that when Vara gets here back because I don't want to like talk about it all while she's gone. But I actually just bought her book like a week ago. I like getting the celebrity, the ones I like anyways. They're like autobiographies and stuff, and listen to them on Audible so that like when I'm working or cleaning and stuff, I can just like have that on, that or a podcast. That's my go-to. And I'm finishing Jessica Simpson's book right now, which is actually really good. And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start Hayden's. And then like I'm like, are you serious? Like I have that in my library ready to go. Now it's gonna be even more sad because I know that her book was sad because it's just not to put on the tinfoil hat, but my goodness, when these celebrities come out about like predators in Hollywood and then they just like OD. That's what seems like it always happens. Oh, hello. I guess Vera's gonna have to maybe give me the keys, huh? In case this happens. Ken, I see you in the chat. Look what came in. Now I have 2 appas. I will listen. I'm not a big plushie person, but I will take all the appas. Thank you, Ken. So there's this new site. I wish I could share. I'm gonna make sure that Vara gives me the keys to the stream after this, in case this ever happens again. But there's a new site that lets you vote on which celebrity has the most aura. So Keanu Reeves is currently number 1. Not a surprise at all. It's the Aura 100 list, followed by Kanye, Ronaldo, Robert Downey Jr., and Michael Jackson. I wish I could show you guys it, but yeah, Keanu Reeves is in the lead. I feel like he should always stay there. I don't. I think it's kind of funny that Kanye is number 2. But he definitely has something. So that was an interesting little yes, a monologue with wicked virtue. Yes, base Keanu. He better never lose that number 1 spot. Like it wouldn't make sense for him not to. I feel like everybody just
I'm alive.
I was telling them, I'm like, you're gonna have to give me the keys, maybe, so this happens again.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. My computer's everything's still restarting on it, but
We're back.
I guess we'll see if it does it again. But thank you, Retro, for the 20. Yeah, you got your time in the spotlight.
I talked a little
bit
more
about
$20. Yeah, that's why I said like you got at least 5 minutes. But yeah, no, I talked a little bit more about like Hayden and then how there's this Aura 100 website and Keanu Reeves is in the lead for the celebrity with the most aura, which as it should be. But no, I didn't want to touch too much on Hayden without you being here. And I was just saying how I just got her book like a week ago because I like to get the celebrity biographies and listen to them on Audible while I'm cleaning, working, whatever, right? Like, and I'm finishing Jessica Simpson's book, which is really good, actually. Surprise! It's not that it's surprising. I grew up liking Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
But some people look at her like this airhead, and like her book is actually very good.
Okay, hold on 2 seconds. Okay, I tapped out. Is it lagging at all? It doesn't look like it is.
You're good. You're not lagging.
I'm scared. I'm panicking. Okay, anyway, continue.
Yeah, but no, I got Hayden's like a week ago, and I'm like, okay, she's next.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna be really sad. Because I mean, her book just came out this year, right? It came out like May or March, something like that.
I want to say so. I personally don't read a lot of like celebrity autobiographies or anything like that, but it's especially difficult after somebody passes away when like you only are reading it because of that factor. Like there's so many celebrities that while they're alive, they either lose like their popularity or they lose that level of fame, and then as soon as they pass away, it reignites the interest in them. But, at least now her family will be able to see sort of her legacy living on with it.
Yeah. It's sad.
I remember
she was a mom
her from
too.
Yeah, Bug's Life.
Mm-hmm.
She did
was it Dot?
Yeah, Dot, Princess Dot, and of course Ice Princess. I grew up watching.
Her and Michelle are both gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is depressing. It's not okay.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
And then did you watch the Bring It On All or Nothing? Did you see that?
I didn't. No.
You should watch it now, just for fun, because it was definitely a moment when it came out. Like it made sense when it came out, but now you look at it and she's like doing was it crumping, like black dancing and stuff. And there's a line where she goes like, "Shut up, white girl." So I'm like, no. I've
seen clips of it.
Yeah.
But I've never like watched it myself. But now it's like I have Sam Neill's work I want to go back through and rewatch some of his films, like Mouth of Madness, so freaking good. Of course, Jurassic Park. He was in like a lot of period pieces as well that I was a really big fan of. Her work I want to go back through now. But it's like when what's her name? The mom from Home Alone had passed away. I'd watched a
Catherine
couple of,
O'Hara.
yeah, Catherine O'Hara. I don't know why I forgot that, but I had watched like a couple of things that she was in as well that it had either been like a long time that I had seen it or things that I just hadn't ever watched. But
Yeah. And you know,
man,
how sad was it that Heroes like went down because of the writer strike? That season 1 was so good. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
yeah.
Yep, I Love You, Beth Cooper. That was another one.
Ooh,
She
true.
was in a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, Racing Stripes as well.
I didn't see that one.
It was about she has a zebra
Oh, I feel like I remember the trailers for that. I just didn't see the
and
movie.
she like saves it and it was used as like a racehorse
Hmm.
type of situation. But yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm not to change the subject, but what's that Zatanna book behind you? Did you show me that already?
I didn't. I got it in a couple of days ago. Ding ding ding, shinies. I got this a couple days ago. It's an omnibus for Zatanna and
I
it's got a
want
bunch of
that. Hold
different
on.
stuff. This is one of my favorite Zatanna covers, the actual hardcover for this. It's so freaking good. Wicked's like women do be shopping.
I'm looking for it right now.
Women do be. It was on sale. It was like $50, and the MSRP is $100. So if it is not on sale, don't buy it because it goes on sale all the time.
Yeah, it's $120. I see. I'm going to
Yeah.
a comic book shop next week, like a big one that I've never been to, so I might see if I can find it there.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do a Zatanna cosplay, but she shows too much, so it's like I'd have to wear shorts or something. Like they could be like shorts,
Well,
but I
you
don't
could
think
always
I could.
do it as like one on stream, and then just because you're
That's
only
true.
showing like your stomach and up.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. And I just get the cool top hat. Like, I mean, that's what the top half is what I want. Like,
yeah.
that's the cool part.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I really like Zatanna, and I realized I am a degenerate grifter loser who has not read enough Zatanna. So I need to like up my knowledge base on her because, whoops. Hey, I liked your comment. There you go, Robotic. Because I like her so much. So
Yeah, she's
yeah.
cool. I would love to see a good, like a good adaptation of her in something, right? Like a live action that's, but I mean,
It's like I had said,
don't
Indy
think
Never
we
Ready
will.
would have done a great job as Zatanna. I'm sure she'll do good
Yes.
as Rogue as well, but like I'm a DC girl. I would sacrifice Marvel any day of the week. So, of course, I would prefer her to be in a DC based
She might
project. But
though.
the
She might at some point.
DCU is screwed. DC is screwed.
We need a good couple years to get over what James Gunn has done. He's got to get out. They got to clean house, do a refresh, and then we'll see what's going to happen. Also, I think I may have found that hardcover for $55 on Amazon. It's
Okay, I got
44% off.
I got it. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that I got mine on Amazon as well. And I was gonna say it was on sale, and then it went up to the $100 or whatever. But you know how they are. They convince you something's on sale, but it's not actually on sale. But they raise the price every once in a while back to the MSRP to convince you. Look at the good deal you're getting.
I know it's really they raise it 150 and then here's 50% off. Oh, that's just the regular price. Well, it's $55. So that's actually on sale, right?
Yeah.
I think I should get it.
Shopping! Women are shopping! No, you fall into the consumerism again, Wicked.
I don't need it,
I don't need it.
but
I don't need it. I need it.
I need
Wicked's like, damn it, Vara has something I don't. I need to one up her.
I can't take this. I'm freaking out right now. She has something shiny and nerdy. I must have it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got something that's gonna just be hers soon, and I keep it here just to show her every time.
Oh, my Hornet.
I walked by, like,
where the-
I walked through a bunch of people for this. Like, it caught my eye, and
You
I was like,
walked through a bunch of people where they pulverized on the sidewalk. What do you
I
mean
was
you
like,
walked through them?
so this table, it was like one of those, if you've been to like conventions where they have a ton of like different little mini figures, like
Yeah.
things like this, like they had like a whole, like it was a lot. It was like 2 huge tables, and I'm just like glancing, and then this caught my eye, and I was like, excuse me, excuse me.
Get out of the way, Granny.
I got myself a free run. I don't know where I put her, but I got a free run.
What? I need
She's
free
like,
run
you didn't get me one too.
I need all of them.
They were cute. If I go to another con and I find free run, I'll get her for you.
My precious.
Because as you don't go out, I have to shop for you in the
Precious.
real world.
Yeah, exactly. But that is very, very cool. And I haven't started reading like the Zatanna collection just because I've still yeah, of course I read so much stuff, but the last set of comics I read was the Absolute series. There's still like 2 Absolute lines I haven't started yet, but I do need to get to those. But I'm a slacker.
I really don't need to get more books because I'm behind, but it's okay. Hertz, you still owe me $15. What do you mean buy you?
Whoa,
He gave me 5.
After the Italian threat a couple of minutes ago, you owe her money. I would be afraid if I was you. I would take that as a direct threat.
He owed me 20 to unblock, and then I only got 5
Classic. You
to
got
unblock
scammed.
me.
Our-
Right?
Wait, to unblock you?
Yeah, I don't know where I'm blocked, but 20 to unblock me. He only gave 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm keeping track. I'm Italian, Hertz. I got a book. I got a notebook right here.
That's it, Hertz. I'm gonna have to ban you from this chat until you pay up. Poor Wicked.
It
Getting
just
scammed.
doubled. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, classic. Glitch, thank you so much for the 10. Supposedly, the Island of Dolls is extremely haunted if you believe that stuff anyway. Also, according to legend, spirits can become trapped inside dolls. Why? They're empty vessels. It just happens. Yeah. I am, I am not somebody who's gonna like go to the Warren Museum and be afraid to sign a waiver where they're like, oh my gosh, you should be afraid for your life because a bad spirit can attach to you and go home with you. That is such BS because it's very clearly like a marketing ploy to get people talking about your museum. But I'm a little stitious. I'm not superstitious, just a little.
I'm not superstitious. I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in demons. So that's more terrifying, I think, to be in my
Yeah,
head than
definitely.
people that believe in ghosts. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
that moved. Ghosts aren't real. Time to move.
You're just
I'm out.
gaslighting yourself. Oh, ghosts aren't real. Demons are nothing's
Demons
real.
are real.
Yeah. Terrifying thought.
Yeah.
Kayla, think of the 5. Why was Mario furious? He caught Princess Peach going through his Bowser history.
I need some water. Hold on.
I had to close my eyes for that one. I had to lock in for a second there.
Whew. Okay.
You did just laugh, though.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You literally. What do you mean you didn't laugh? You went.
I'm laughing at Hertz.
No, you were not. And I only laughed because you laughed. Wicked, you literally
stop
laughed, and then you
blaming
said
me.
you didn't. It's on
Stop blaming
video,
me.
sister. It's on video.
She secretly thinks you are all hilarious and just wants to blame me.
I do. I do think that most of the jokes in chat are hilarious. Some of them, okay. They have to have a theme, though. We need to pick a theme of the night for every Vara and Virtue show, and then all of the jokes that are made have to be that theme.
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys homework.
Yeah. You'll have to come up with something good, some new material.
Yeah.
Glitch, thank you for the 5. Something I recommend watching that features Sam Neill is Merlin. Got a UHD AI upscale here on YouTube. It's 2-part miniseries movie. Yes. If you haven't seen it, Wicked, you should watch
haven't.
it. Yeah, it's
All right, hold on,
it's
let me
pretty
write it
good.
down.
It is, of course, a movie or like a mini series. I just like kind of say movie just because it's not like it's the way shows used to be where it's like you have 20 episodes but I mean, of course, Sam Neill is in it. He always is so good in everything that he's in. But yeah.
He was so I wasn't ready because like I was so used to him in Jurassic Park, like playing that character. That there's definitely a lot that I haven't seen him in. In Peaky Blinders, I was not ready for that. He did so good, but I was not ready for that villain. He
Yeah,
did
I
very,
didn't.
very well.
So I've watched Peaky Blinders. I never got into it the way that some other people have. There are people that love it so much, which I get. It is pretty good. But yeah, he was a standout
He
performance.
was. I like Peaky Blinders. I like the mobster type movies and shows like that. I don't think it's better than Sopranos, and I actually don't even think it's better than Boardwalk Empire. I liked both of
Yeah.
those more than Peaky Blinders. I still have to watch the movie, actually, the Peaky Blinders movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie either. So I guess maybe one day we can both watch it and then we can do that as a movie
Oh
review
yeah,
because we're slacking.
yeah.
We've been
But you know
slackers.
what? You know what's gonna revive us? Spooky season is coming. That's when we
Spooky
started. We had all those like, I still am so glad that Fright Night was suggested. I still think about that movie sometimes because the practical effects were just so good.
Yes. I don't what are we gonna watch? We had a list.
Rip to the list because we talked too
Uh
much in our chat.
and the
Making one I'll write
list
down.
is
We have a few though.
I don't
Like
have a list anymore.
we have, Practical Magic 2 that's coming out. So we're gonna naturally, since that is us, we are them. We are the Owen sisters. We're gonna have to watch and review that. I don't have super high hopes for it, but I think it might be like a fun little just like nod to it, like a little,
Yeah.
to the original because it didn't need it, but
When
there's
does
there's
when does it
plenty.
come out? In a couple of weeks, right? I
Comes
think
out
like
in September, right?
yeah, I want to say like September 20 something, right
Practical
around there,
Magic
I believe.
2 release date. It comes out. Yep. September 11th. Oh
Oh,
crap.
okay.
I'm gonna be gone for that at the Dallas Fan Expo, so I'll have to watch it the week after. So there's no
Mm,
rush. There's no
yeah,
rush to
yeah,
watch it
yeah.
for us then.
But we will watch it. To be fair, I think that we might be like two of the only people that care about it. But, you guys have to deal with us also sometimes reviewing and
Girly
watching
stuff.
girly stuff, right? And one day, when we finally get the announced date for the Code Veronica / Veronica remake,
Mm.
I'm gonna force Wicked to watch one specific Barbie movie. It's Barbie Princess and the Pauper because Martin Short in that movie, hear me out. Martin Short in that movie does the same exact voice, like tone of voice as the dolphin laugh that is in Veronica, and you need to watch clips side by side and look at how these characters are like exactly the same.
Okay, well, you know what? This just
Yeah.
makes me. I have to make videos for my second channel, so you're gonna get stuff like this. Thank you, Vara, for it. You're gonna be
Yes,
watching
no
Barbie
problem.
movies.
Yes, exactly. You're gonna have to.
You have to, or I will send you more horrible games.
Or else. Yeah.
Which, by the way, a Dustborn stream will be coming. You're probably only gonna get one. I don't care. Okay,
Ooh,
but it'll come,
yeah.
and I will make sure I
Hey.
do it when Vera's not streaming, so she can watch me suffer and laugh and have a good day.
To be fair, I didn't finish Dustborn. I did one
Yeah.
stream and I was tapped out. And if I tap out, it is fucking bad. If
It's
I
true.
cannot finish a game that is cringe, you're gonna be 2 hours and you're gonna be like, I can't do this. I can't do this
I'm like,
anymore.
oh, look at that, my power went out.
We're gonna have to bribe you with like pizza and like popcorn and ice cream and be like, oh, 1 more hour on the stream and I'll
a
order you a
child.
pizza. 1 more hour on the stream. I'll order you a slushie. 1 more hour on the stream.
I am a child. I'll give you a cookie if you go for
Yeah.
1 more hour.
Exactly. We have to do
I
what
do
we
like
have to
cookies.
do.
And
Exactly.
pizza. I'm pretty easy.
Yeah. Glitch for the 5. The Island of Dolls technically isn't open for tourists. You actually need permission to be on the island, and going there is discouraged by locals. I mean, yeah, I would assume it's like it's a place that is again, if depending on what you believe in, right, is like bad energy or negative energy, and there's a lot of superstitions, and the locals also probably don't want people going there and vandalizing it and ruining it because Let's keep it a buck. That's how some human beings are. There are some human beings that film YouTube videos and go to places called the suicide forest and then put a shocked face in their thumbnail. And so there are plenty of places around the world where it's like, yeah, you probably don't want to go there and do that, but you know that that's how people would act.
We got to do our shocked thumbnail face for the Warren Museum.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I had a wide enough mouth.
We can just AI it. It's fine. Don't worry.
True.
Hollywood Guy, thank you for the 5. Not sure if this is confirmed, but in order to see the new GTA 6 trailers, you have to have a Netflix account. Is that true? So it's not fully true because there are going to be trailers that are still going to be going up on the like GTA YouTube accounts and X accounts. And if you've ever watched the Tadum events for Netflix, it's going to be similar to that, where there's going to be like a reveal and not like the primary trailer from what we have heard. I mean, I guess you never know until it happens, but there are going to be some pieces of content that Netflix is going to unveil, but then those will be uploaded later on to like the YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it live, like, the Game Awards, for example, you want to watch it while it's going on, then yes. Otherwise, they would re-upload them later. So, yeah. But
I only did one. I should have done more, like do more of those. I know you do all of them. I did the one, I think it was, I don't remember which one I did. Maybe it was the Xbox, which is so funny because I'm not really that much of an Xbox girl. I lost my pen.
next Thursday or next Tuesday's Gamescom, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, maybe I should do it.
Yeah. I usually try to stream a lot of the larger gaming events, but yeah, Gamescom is 2 p.m. next Tuesday, and it's like 2 hours usually.
Okay. Maybe I'll do it.
Well, guys, I guess after some shopping, some yapping, some technical issues, we should probably do what we came here to do, which is actually discuss some topics. And, you know, I think that it is important we start out with a topic we very often cover, and that is Batman. And more specifically, what is happening with the Batman Part 2, because there is some news. So first of all, I'm happy about this, of course. Snow, gingerbread men,
Holly Jolly.
yeah, some fishing line with some popcorn put onto it. Christmas decorations have been spotted on the set of the Batman Part 2. Come on now. If there's snow and it's Gotham, one would logically deduce, bro, that there are going to be Christmas decorations. Is this really the point of journalism that we've gotten to, being like, oh my God, there's water in the ocean? Like, I would assume that there's going to be Christmas decorations for a Christmas themed Batman movie.
So it's going to be a Christmas movie just like Batman Returns.
'Tis the season. I
like that.
These movies.
Gotham looks like, I'm with you. I think a snow setting for a lot of these. Now, this isn't a horror movie, but like it's still dark. It's a dark night. Hello, right? Like it's Batman. So I think Gotham in the winter is cool. So I'm on board with this. I think that's very interesting. I hope this movie is good. I think it will be. I just think that right now DC is stuck in this sort of like limbo because of all the trash that's come out because of James Gunn, and that's also why like we're getting this the Penguin is actually in limbo because they're like, let's wait until James Gunn is out of here and like he's not doing anything with DC anymore before we continue, and they also just, I don't know, there's probably more to it than we even realize, but I think this is going to be good. I think I gave the first Batman like an 8 out of 10, and that's not bad. People think that's a bad score. That's not bad to me. I think I gave the Spider-Man movie the same thing. I have to rewatch this though, to be fair. I might up my score. I've only watched this once, the first Batman. I think I want to give it another chance.
Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times. I think that it is a really good movie. Is it like my favorite movie ever? Of course not. I think that there are better Batman films in general, and of course, part of that is like nostalgia. But again, like we consistently talk about sort of the Batman and what's been going on with the DCU, and while I am excited for this, I just don't know where all of this is going to go. We talked about it last week, but the Penguin is like up in the air for potential season 2. They're doing the Batman part 2, and the Batman part 3 isn't being filmed simultaneously. So the Batman part 3, it might be another 5, 6 to 7 years after this comes out. And a big problem with a movie like this is the actors. We have so many named actors and like notable actors in this that it becomes so tough to balance all of their schedules. Like Robert Pattinson, he's in like 4 big movies just this year. And so he keeps signing up and signing up and signing up for all these films. And then something like the Batman is like farther and farther back in his mind. And so, like, I hope that they can sort of get the ball rolling with the Batman Part 3 after Part 2 comes out. But I don't even know if we are gonna get like a part 2 or a part 3, especially if for some reason they don't kill off the DCU, which I think that that would be very unlikely. I think if Man of Tomorrow does not do like insane numbers, it would basically be killed off at that point, because then you're going on like Supergirl, which of course lost them a boatload of money. Green Lanterns or Lanterns, maybe that show will be okay by the end content wise, but at the same time that's still not going to be like a massive thing for them. Clayface, I don't know how they expect Clayface to make money when Clayface, sure, is a character a lot of us know and a lot of us like, but is Clayface really going to bring in the buku bucks at the box office? Probably not. And through these services, when it's put on services and whatnot. So I just I don't foresee the DCU continuing. And then it's like, do they technically want this Batman to still be going so at least they're making some money at the box office off of this character? Or do they just want to like shut it all down across the board and restart because, well, you don't want 2 Batman that are in the box office at the same time. Some people get confused, and there are plenty of normies who are like, oh, but a Batman movie just came out, and then they go to the theater and then they see that it's not Robert Pattinson and they're confused.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think with the Clayface movie, I think that it has potential to be a good film, but doing these Batman villain movies without Batman is like, it's just kind of odd. But the thing with Clayface is if that goes over well and it's like a good standalone film, like a body horror, right? That's why I think that it might be good, because it's going to be a horror movie pretty much, right? But like, what's going to happen if it's good? We're not going to see, we may not see more of that character, because I don't think that James Gunn's DCU is going to continue after Man of Tomorrow. I mean, they may have some projects that we don't really know about that are in the works, but anything that's not started filming, I think is just not going to happen, because they also, because of the merger, they probably can't go forward with some stuff, like things that were already signed and like completely funded and like, you know, mostly recorded or all the way recorded are probably obviously going to go forward. So they're not making plans, which is also probably why Penguin is in limbo, because they didn't start filming that. They might have, for all we know, they have a fully written script, but they didn't start filming because of the merger. And then the same thing like with Batman 3. I don't know what the state of the DCU is going to be. I would like them to do a refresh. I do like this universe's Batman. I like Matt Reeves' Batman. Like, so I would like for them to continue with those stories, that the Penguin and everything. But yeah, like if Clayface is good, that's all we're probably going to see of that character. We're probably not going to see the same one showing up anywhere, or like a him and Batman, like him going into a Batman movie, unless they have him coming into this one, unless he's going to be a character in the Batman 2. But I don't think so, because they already have 30 characters and all these celebrity, like these big names being characters. So like, I don't see them adding another one, but I don't know, could be wrong. So I don't know, like the state of DC is very much like, we don't know what's going to happen.
I will say though, and this is a big problem, is that for DC, there is an issue and a conflict when you have the same characters going. You can only have one distinct tone of a character on screen at once, basically. So it is split up between like animated and live action, but there are, and again, this is because of like estates and contracts and stuff, but like with Cape Crusader, you didn't have Oswald Cobblepot, you had Oswalda Cobblepot because they already had their Oscobb slash Oswald Cobblepot, which was in the Batman universe. And so you can't really have like two Dark Knights on the screen at the same time. What I think they could do is technically just do like a much more fantasy based Batman that is more of like a creature versus this like more boots on the ground Batman, but it is that also like adds another complex layer to the versions that we are getting on the screen at the same time. But yeah, Oswalda Cobblepot was quite
Thanks for reminding me about her. I forgot about her.
quite a special version of this character that I would love to never see again a day in my life. But
That
I
would be
have to.
wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
So what did you think of, I think it's coming out next month in September, the popcorn bucket? Did I send it to you? The Batmobile one with the light?
I don't think I saw that.
Did I not send
Whoa,
how could I not have sent that
whoa,
to
a
you?
popcorn bucket. And it's Batman?
Yeah, I feel like I had to have sent it to you.
Where is this?
let me-
Where's the
look
pre-order link? I don't even need to see it. Where's the pre-order link? I'll buy it.
She's like,
Shit.
give it to me right now.
Yeah, you know what? Pff, I'm good.
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
don't
know I
know.
sent it. I'll like zoom through our chat.
Yeah,
Oh
to
yeah,
be
right
fair,
here. I got
to
it.
be fair, guys, we send each other literally a billion things a day. We see something
Fair.
mildly interesting and we send it to each other. We send each other like 5 animal videos. We are constantly sending each other tons of stuff. And so I hope that you think that we're annoying when we're yapping here, never mind in private chat. Whoa.
cool, isn't it?
What is this for?
Popcorn, but I mean, it
No,
probably can.
obviously
barely-
I know it's for popcorn. I mean, what movie? It's for
freaking duh.
Oh my god, the popcorn bucket is for popcorn? Girl.
I don't know. I don't know why
Girl.
there's a Batmobile popcorn bucket coming in September. Like it's a 66 map Batmobile, so maybe they're just like.
Girl.
You know what?
For popcorn.
I was like, did she really just ask that? But then I'm
No.
dumb now. Yeah, Ryan is very jealous that we message each other.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know what this is for. And that's what, because, okay.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think AI. And that's it makes me sad, but I have to ask what this is in reference to because there's no information here. So I guess I'm going to have to look into it. But it does look really, really freaking cool.
I feel like I thought I saw one on Cinemark as well, like their official Instagram.
Batmobile popcorn buckets. It says, yeah, Cinemark has revealed a new LED popcorn bucket. Oh, for Batman Day.
Okay, so it's for Batman
Oh,
Day.
okay.
All right.
I
Yep,
see. I
now I
see.
just found it too. It doesn't say when it's coming out though.
It says September.
Yeah. Well, when's Batman Day? I guess that's when it comes out, huh?
When is it? Yeah, we need to know. But speaking of the Batman, so okay. This has been drama over the
Oh, I
past
know. I
few
saw
days.
this.
So back on so this was posted yesterday, but I think technically the rumor popped up like the day before. It said Sebastian Stan confirms he will play Harvey Dent in the Batman 2, but this is what we initially thought months ago when he was cast in this film, and then the report was circulating that oh no, he's not playing Dent, he's actually playing Victor Zsasz. Then this popped up yesterday claiming that he confirmed that he's going to be Dent, but this isn't the case. He was misquoted and did not confirm that he's playing Harvey Dent in the Batman 2. And so the outlet, I don't remember what outlet it was, I think it was Deadline, had to remove it from their article.
Yeah, Deadline messes up sometimes. Remember when they put Michael Keaton when Val Kilmer died?
I don't remember that. They
Yeah.
did?
They did. I think
Oh
it was
my
Deadline. They
God.
posted a thing on X. I had a screenshot of it. I can probably find it, but
Yeah, I'm
it's been a
sure.
while, but
I'm sure I saw it happen, but I just don't remember now. But
yeah.
so he's still, I would assume, is most likely playing Victor's ass because that's the only other character name that's been like floating around or that's been circulating, which I think that that's such a big L. Why would you cast somebody this known for a character that's probably going to have like 2 minutes of screen time? I can't see Victor Zsasz having a significant portion of like the screen time for the villains because it seems that Barry Keoghan, who had played the Joker in Batman Part 1 in like the post-credit scene, that he was re-signed, so he's going to be coming back as Joker. Riddler will of course come back. You have
Penguin.
you have
probably.
like right, you have the Penguin. Who knows who else they're going to introduce?
I think you're right. He better be Harvey Dent. Like, what a wasted opportunity if they make him Victor Zsasz. Like, you could find someone else that's like a little lower in the pay grade because Victor Zsasz isn't going to have, probably that much screen time. Like you said, they could. I remember in what was it, Gotham, where he was in it a lot. But I mean, that was a show, right? So for a movie, he just looks like he'd be a good Two-Face. Like I know people did like fan edits and stuff. I think that he would be a great Two-Face. I want to see him as Harvey Dent.
This picture makes him look like a slightly less buff Henry Cavill, by the way.
Oh my gosh, it does.
I can't help but see just like, I don't know, Henry Cavill 2 weeks off the tee version of him right here.
He does kind of look like Bruce Wayne too. The chat saying that I could see him like, I don't know how good he'd be as like Batman, but I definitely see that
he
like,
would be
Bruce
sick
Wayne style.
if he was like the problem is that now, unless they reboot Batman again in 10 years, right? He's going to be too old at that point.
Yes.
So
he would have been a good choice. I think Robert Pattinson's fine. He gets a lot of like crap, but I don't think that he was really bad. He's still coming into the role. We'll see. I could say that, and then like Batman 2 is awful and he's not good in it, so that I'll, all right, I was wrong. But I do think that Sebastian Stan would have been a great Bruce Wayne.
He would have been. I'm wondering if they are panicking over this misquote and that they had asked them to remove that from the article to try to get less people talking about it because they have actually cast him in this role, but they just want it to be more of a surprise. But like at this point, people have been talking about it for months. It's like with Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. Everybody was talking about it for months and months and months. And so why not just announce it at that point? It wasn't surprising to anybody. It wasn't shocking to anybody. It wasn't like an, oh my God moment, like in No Way Home, where you had these super nostalgic actors playing these versions of these characters back. Like, just announce him as Harvey Dent, or just announce him as whatever character he's playing.
Just announce it. Yeah, I mean, all it's going to do is get people maybe more hyped. I don't think anyone's going to be lackluster about it. They're going to be like, okay, cool. Like, it's either going to get them talking because they hate it. Like, if it's Victor Zsasz, people would be like,
right.
Not that they'll necessarily hate it, but between Harvey Dent and Victor Zsasz, I would definitely rather him be Harvey Dent. So if they announce that he's Harvey Dent, people are going to be hyped about it. Like, okay, cool, good casting. If they don't like the casting, they're still going to talk about it. So your movie's still getting talked about. So just tell us already.
Also, if he is playing Zsasz, they would have to give him a bald cap, and that means that he's gonna have an egg head. He's gonna look like a freaking egg.
Yeah, no, I like his hair.
The hair adds aura. The hair is what makes him attractive. If he
Yes.
didn't have hair, I'm sorry, I gotta keep it a buck. He would be way, way less good looking.
I
So
agree.
let's not shave the hair off. Just leave, he's like what, 40? He
Mhm.
probably needs to keep it as long as possible because he's gonna start losing it soon.
Yeah, so
So
let's not cover it up. Just let him be Harvey. Let him do his thing. Let's okay. No one said we're bald
uh
haters. We're just saying that Sebastian
yeah, Wicked,
Stan.
why are you a bald
Hey,
hater?
you started it.
I did.
I just
Well,
agreed.
because it's like you have these bald caps in Hollywood where you can clearly tell that they have a
Yeah.
lot of hair under their
It's
head,
like
and then it looks like an egg. They look
a
like
mini
fucking
cone
Humpty
head.
Dumpty. No,
Yeah.
like, no, thanks. I'm literally all good. Just hire somebody like the guy who played Zaz in Gotham that looked like, I don't know, he was from that movie Powder from the 90s. He was a
Oh my
great
gosh,
fucking
Powder.
casting. He was a great casting. And so you need to cast for that archetype for Zaz, and that ain't fucking Sebastian Stan. But
Agreed.
I guess we'll see what happens. I swear to God, though, if he is playing Dent, I'm gonna be pissed just because they keep saying, "Oh no, 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 it's not him, it's not him, it's not him. He's not playing this character." I'm gonna be pissed if that's what they do.
They're gonna be like, you know what? He's playing Robin. Robin's
Playing Robin.
throw a curveball at us.
Ah, yes, exactly. Pepper, thank you for the 5. The rumor is that Grace from Resident Evil will be replacing Jennifer English in Tides of Annihilation. I did see that, and I sent it to you as well, Wicked, because she's a really, really good actress. She did a really good job as Grace, except for what she was told to do. I
Yeah.
can't stand
I
the
met her.
stuttering.
She's really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
But she is apparently, at least according to reports, replacing Jennifer English, which I think that Tides of Annihilation is not, you know, I guess I don't know how to say it. I don't think that it is a game that is going to be like a behemoth game, but I think that it is going to be a game that is going to surprise a lot of people. And so I think that that is a big reason why they want to go with somebody that they can like market it with, because they sort of need that extra visibility, because it's not like it's going to get Grand Theft Auto or Witcher levels of like attention. And so voice actress being pretty big can bring a lot of free marketing to it. Not that that always necessarily works, because Jennifer no, who it was Jennifer English that was in 1348 Ex Voto, right?
I don't know.
48 Ex Voto, voice actress. Yeah, okay, it is.
You're the person I would ask these questions.
I'm just
so.
making sure I'm just making sure I'm not crazy. I'm not pushing false information. Luckily I've gotten 1348 Ex Voto out of the back of my head, but yeah, they tried to market it with her, and that game absolutely fucking flopped. But I guess we'll see whenever it's officially announced. Grofty for the 10 and the goal. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank
Glitch
you.
for the 5. You both send each other links but don't have the time to read them due to being too busy. Yeah, we're too busy sending each other other links.
We do the same thing. I do this on the Saucy chat too, which is so funny because there's 3 of us in there. Because you see something, you don't want to forget to send it, right? So
Right.
I'll bookmark things, but I'll send it, and then I think there's been times where, like, even in our chat, I click on our chat after I send something, and you had just sent it, and I'm like, whoops.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes X doesn't like update until you actually click on the messages and you actually go into the message thread. And so sometimes it won't update and I'll send you something, but 2 minutes earlier, you also had sent the same exact thing to me.
It happens. We're
does.
always researching. We're just so busy.
Always on the social medias. Who doesn't love the good old social medias? Oh, you had sent this to me a little while ago. So, Indy Navarrete has, of course, been cast as Rogue in the new X-Men. Apparently, she wasn't quite the first choice. It was actually Kaylee Spaney. Who knows if there is any, weight to that report. But she is signed on for that now. And I think that she's a pretty good casting. I think that she did a pretty good job in Obsession, and I've seen her in other things before, like Superman and Lois. She did good in that for, the little role that she had. But apparently, she is now said to regularly be turning down mid 7-figure offers. And page 6 also reveals that she passed on a role that would have paid her $2.5 million for a horror project, which you could take this in two very different ways. Because on one hand, you could view this as, oh, she's just so picky about the projects she is going to be in because she is just so passionate and she wants to really be connected to the role, kind of like Henry Cavill. He picks a lot
Yeah.
of roles that he cares about, like The Witcher, for example, or Warhammer. Or on the other hand, you could view it as, oh, she thinks that she is hot shit and that she's going to get an even bigger offer going forward and that she's going to be offered something even larger than this little thing, and like the fame sort of went to her head. And I personally feel a little bit conflicted because in a lot of the videos and interviews she's done, she seems like a genuine person. Also, it is kind of her job to act, but at the same time, look, I know that there are careers that have been made on Disney and Marvel, but with the state of Marvel, I don't quite know if that is really what you would want to like turn down tons of other projects for, being like, oh my God, I'm going to be locked into the MCU for so long and that this is all I'm going to need for work, because they might have plans for you to end up getting 5 different movie cameos and being these lead important characters, but that doesn't mean that those plans are actually going to happen.
Yeah, no, I agree with what Christian Rocker said. I don't think she's doing anything wrong. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
like I get what you're saying. It's just like, is it that is she like Henry? Does she just really care about the
right.
role that she's accepting, or is it like, well, my movie did fantastic, so like you got to make a better offer? I don't get that vibe either. Like, yes, it's her
I
job to act.
agree.
I think
I
that
agree. She
she just
seems
wants to
pretty
be,
genuine and just like, hey, I'm a chick who happened to be in a movie that blew up, and that's
yeah.
really cool, and I'm excited to do more acting in the future.
Exactly. That's what I think it is. And I don't think, even though the state of Marvel is very iffy right now, I think the role she took was a good one. It's not like she did
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, I mean, I would say like Madam Web, but that actually really helped Sydney Sweeney. I think Euphoria and showing her Boombas really helped her, but I digress. That movie was awful, but Sydney Sweeney and she's not as good of an actress as Indy at
Oh,
all.
yeah, no, not at
Nowhere
all.
near. And she's doing great. So I think that accepting an X-Men role and a very well known and a very well loved character was a good move for her, because even if it doesn't do well, she's still, I don't think it's going to tank her career.
Right.
Something that I wouldn't mind seeing from her, which she's probably not going to go that route, especially like if they write this and it's fantastic and she blows up and people just love her as Rogue. I think she has a job to fall back on as a scream queen.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So I think
100%.
I think she's really in a good place, that she's going to be in Hollywood for a while. And then like, if say for some reason something falls off, she is going to, just with Obsession alone, she's going to be making a living at conventions if she has to.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. And like I personally, I do agree with what Juby said, and that is that she's being very cautious and maybe she doesn't want to be swallowed up by the Hollywood machine, which I think is very, very smart. But I would also love to see her in the future in video games, because
Yeah.
I personally think she would do really, really good in the Until Dawn-esque games where they're like more horror themed, or they're more of like these ominous, creepy games, or these story based experiences. I think she'd be cool in those too. And she has said, like many other people, obviously, half the population of the world plays video games in some way, shape, or form. But she said, "Oh, I really, really like video games." That could be cool too. But yeah, I personally, I don't necessarily view it as, oh, she just thinks that she's hot shit right now.
No.
I do think that with how her career has blown up over the past few months, it's much smarter for her to be like, I'm going to take a step back. I'm not just going to accept every role that comes in so that she doesn't get burnt out. And so if a bigger opportunity does pop up, then she can end up accepting that if she wants. But we will have to see how she acts over the next couple of years, because she's
Yes.
definitely right now saying everything right. Definitely good PR training, unlike the Rachel Zeglers that seem to
Uh-huh.
blow up and
The
then
insufferable
absolutely
ones.
trash themselves. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to see, but I am very, very excited to see her in more, because she did stand out in Obsession.
Yes.
100%.
And while we're on this topic of like her casting in X-Men, I am very pleasantly surprised that they decided to choose all attractive people for that cast.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
was shocked.
No Cynthia, no whatever else. Remember that? Oh my gosh, that awful fan casting, or like people that were throwing their hat in for the roles that we watched last, or that we read last week. Goodness gracious. Oh,
What do
by
you
the way, I
mean
want
Daniel
you to
Radcliffe
know-
might still be Wolverine? What are you talking about, lady?
I shared that on Saucy, and Distru had about the same reaction as you. I was like, guys, Vera lost her mind at this one, and they're like, what? Because I don't think they can like picture you losing your mind. And then I showed that, and Distru
Yep.
was like, oh, like
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why. He's like, no way.
I mean, I laugh and I meme a lot and I cringe a lot, but that genuinely, if Daniel Radcliffe was standing next to me, I'd punch that guy in the nose. No. That's an illegal thought to have, is Daniel Radcliffe as fucking Wolverine. But yeah, I agree. I think that the X-Men casting, it's pretty solid. Sure, I do have a couple of questions about how some of these roles and these relationship dynamics are gonna work, because as we saw previously with like Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, she was playing a more like high school-ish level, whereas now Sadie Sink is going to be playing more of like college level, a little bit older, but I mean, it's not like they're old by any stretch of the means. But I am curious to see how that dynamic is now going to change between all of these characters. And I think my only worry for the castings right now really is Xavier, because he is so it's important to know, right? I haven't seen this actor in anything. Maybe he is like decent at what he does, but he's the one that is having the child with Aubrey Plaza. So Aubrey Plaza's husband had passed away, and then
Yeah.
like 2 months later she got pregnant. So this is him, and he, of course, Aubrey Plaza's already in Marvel, so it feels to be a little bit like the Tom Hiddleston, where Tom Hiddleston, of course, was Loki for a decade plus, and then his wife got like a massive role as a villain, and it feels maybe like a little nepotism, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he was bumped up the list a little bit, but obviously I think that he still fits the description. He still fits the role. It's not like, oh my God, he doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. I just don't, I don't necessarily trust what is going on at Marvel. But I had said this when the castings were announced. Just because castings are amazing doesn't necessarily mean that the movie will still be amazing, because yeah, this set of castings, they look solid. I think that it is shocking that they didn't make more dumb changes, and they didn't race swap anybody else, or they didn't try to like pull punches. But at the same time, if we still have an absolutely garbage writer or director or producers, it still could turn out to be bad. But I definitely have higher hopes than I did going back 3 months when people were talking about potential castings, and there's still some people pushing like Hunter Schafer being Mystique.
Please no. My goodness, that's the same thing when people, there was like this tiny little corner of the internet, like you could barely see it, that wanted Hunter Schafer to play Zelda.
Yep.
And then people blew it out of proportion. Like, they're so mad. Like, there's 2 people that are mad. Who's mad? Nobody cares. I knew Nintendo wasn't going to do that because Nintendo's not going to, they're just not going to do that. They're not going to cast a guy in a girl's role. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Yeah, I didn't believe that either, but at the same time, just because I don't believe it, doesn't mean that that technically they wouldn't do it, because at the end of the day, I still don't trust basically anybody in entertainment anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. I was very much like, I have to see confirmation, like something from Nintendo saying that, right? Like, of course, I wouldn't have been surprised if they did, but I just didn't think they were going to go that route. At least not yet. I hope they never go that route. You never know. But we definitely made a better choice.
Definitely. And I did see, where was it? I saw some people talking in the chat about the like rumor / report that had been circulating about, it was David, possible gender swap for Magneto. That is false. That is just, so it was being reported as Daniel RPK claimed that, which Daniel RPK is makes up shit and hopes that it sticks, but even he had said that that wasn't what he reported on. So hopefully he didn't give them any fucking ideas though, because that'd be just our luck. But yeah, and since we're talking about the X-Men really quickly, we could talk about this. So Storm's actress Maya Boyd has caused a bit of controversy over the past couple of days, and it's not because of anything she did, but the mob now thinks that she's not black enough. That is what they are arguing now.
I'm tired,
that
man.
This actress is, first of all, standing in a sea of white, so that's a big issue, which I think is ridiculous because they cast it accurately. But they are mad that she is too light-skinned.
She's too pretty. That's what it is.
Exactly. I was disappointed to see Marvel cast an unknown light-skinned actress, but that passed when I realized this may be what they want, to undermine one of their biggest characters. They are claiming that, first of all, she's unknown, so that's bad. I don't think that that's bad. I don't think every single actor in Hollywood all of these roles need to be, people that you already know. I think it's fine to have unknown voices be given an opportunity as long as, like, their presentation is right and they fit the description of the character and they show some sort of talent, and I would assume that she does, at least to a certain extent. But, right, now they're saying they could have had a dark-skinned Storm who is pretty and, get this, has a wide nose / certain features. So now they're saying she doesn't have a big enough nose and she's not dark enough skin. Imagine if I got on this fucking stream and said, man, why did they cast this actress? I was expecting somebody blacker and somebody with a bigger freaking nose. Oh,
they would be like,
they would flip.
Shut up, white girl. Okay, so let me get this straight. Like, we're the type that are considered the racist, right?
Yeah, I'm an
because
ass, 100%.
Absolutely, because we want accurate casting and stuff, and we're happy about this. This is an accurate Storm casting, but they have a problem because she's pretty. Her nose isn't big enough, and she's not dark enough. Is she darker than Halle Berry? I mean, did they have a problem when Halle Berry played Storm? I
would say that she looks darker than Halle Berry,
does.
But
I have them right next to each other right now, just a little bit. Sorry
but
to
also,
point it out.
Well, because of course, like, Twitter wasn't around and you weren't posting on Twitter when Holly Berry was Storm. But now they're trying to cover their tracks and say, oh, I've personally never been okay with Berry being cast as Storm. Shut the hell up. You are now just trying to have that opinion because suddenly you've gone online and said that this casting isn't good enough.
So yeah, right. So
they literally just wanted Cynthia Erivo. Let's be honest. Who else is a black woman in Hollywood right now? Maybe the actress who was in The Acolyte and that played Black Anne Boleyn. Besides these actresses, who else would there be that? But these actresses are they're too old. And so, yeah, you're going to cast somebody that's unknown, but they want somebody that is as dark as possible. She's black. That's good enough.
It is. She's black. She's pretty. It's like they don't feel represented because she's prettier than them.
Yeah. Now I will say, this is Storm we're talking about, and there are some Storm designs that are a little special. If they give her the mohawk, I think a lot of people are going to be viewing this very differently, but one would assume and hope that they would go more in this direction, where she's got the longer hair, the more voluminous hair, that they wouldn't, give her some cringeworthy modern day shaved side haircut or something like that. I mean, technically, right, they could still butcher this. If they put her in a turtleneck and they give her nose rings and they give her, septum piercings and they shave half of her hair cut off, well, then okay, a pretty face isn't going to be able to save all that. But I hope that they're going with a more sophisticated, perhaps, look for Storm.
I think that they probably just did this crazy thing where they held an audition and she nailed the part.
Oh. What? Oh my God, that's insane.
I'm trying to find like an art. I know you have stuff like right there. Maybe you can send that to me. I don't know if you put it in the chat, but I decided to just like do a little dive while you're talking about this and found myself on Reddit. I know what's wrong with me, but somebody's like, let me begin by saying that this should not be controversial. I'm happy for Maya being cast as Storm in Marvel's upcoming X-Men film. But I also believe two things could be true at the same time. I can celebrate Maya Boyd while still believing Storm should be portrayed by a dark-skinned black woman. And judging by the reaction of the casting, I'm clearly not the only person that feels this way. Who gets to represent blackness on screen, and which version of blackness does Hollywood find most acceptable? The light-skinned African Americans, this casting choice rarely registers as a point of contention. Like, I don't even want to read anymore.
These people are so insane. Oh my God.
This is probably written by some fat chick, okay? This sounds fat.
500-pound land whale, blue hair, nose ring. Yeah. 100%. It's just so pathetic that, like, you got this really, from what it seems, a really good casting, somebody who fits the role. Nobody in this lineup looks like they don't fit or they were like miscast. Emma Frost is banging. Holy shit. And like Kit Connors, he looks like Cyclops. I'm really excited to see him. I do have to say, and this is for my gamers out there, I don't know which actor this is that's standing next to Sadie Sink. He's got on the Jeff Keighley fucking shoes.
He's got on some highlighters.
Jeff Keighley always wears like bedazzled shoes to the Game Awards and like the Xbox Game Showcases. He'll wear like metallic purple ones, definitely looking like Jeff up on stage. But the casting's good. And so to sit here and complain about, oh, she's not dark enough, I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a buck with you. That is an insane claim to make.
Some light at the end of the tunnel on this Russian novel this fat chick wrote on Reddit. No upvotes, but 109 comments.
Ooh.
And people are like, Maya's brown and she's darker than Haley and Alexandria. And then people are like, the way you're acting like Maya is mixed or light skin is so weird.
Yeah.
Omega level woke scolding on display.
It's true.
AI, and then like a bunch of gifts just like, no, this ain't it. Man, that's embarrassing. She didn't even get one upvote.
I'ma keep it real with you, Chief. They're bodying you in the comments, and you fucking deserve it.
Yes, I'm gonna say if you want to laugh later, here you go. I didn't read her novel because goodness gracious, I had to scroll. I had to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to take a peek at that because I of course like to get a little hee hee and a little ha ha at some other people's expense, but I will have to take a look. That's so
you
funny.
should. It's a win.
A win is a win. It is what it is. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. You know, we still need to know the creative team if there's going to be other castings. I hope that they don't try to go in the direction of like a Wolverine right off the rip just because Hugh Jackman, I think that Doomsday is going to be sort of his last hurrah. I don't think that they instantly want to cast somebody as Wolverine and be like, "Hey, your fan favorite Wolverine's gone. Now we're replacing him in a year. Go watch our other movie." I just think that would come across as a bit tasteless for a lot of people. And so I hope that, you know, they maybe wait a movie in order to bring him in. And there's so many different characters that they could introduce, but I just want to know who the writers are and who the director is and some of those nitty-gritty details before I sit here and actually start getting legitimately hyped for it, because at the end of the day, it is still Disney, it's still Marvel, it's still Kevin Feige, and they've done a lot of damage over the years. So,
Yeah. We'll see. I hope the writing's there, right? They got the cast there. They're like, you know, I guess I'll be nice and say they're halfway there because the cast looks the part. We know a few of them that can act. I'm not familiar with all of them.
Mhm.
So if the writing's there, then we might actually get a good X-Men film.
Shocking, I know. It feels like it's been forever. It's sad because
84 years.
I really liked Sophie Turner as Jean Grey /
You did?
Phoenix in the last movies. I like her as an actress, but I feel like the writing was bad. Though in that last movie, I think that her acting was also not that great. But
I didn't see
again,
it.
like I think that part of that was also the writing because she did good in like Game of Thrones. She did decent as Jean Grey. Definitely not the best Jean Grey we've ever gotten. I'm not sitting here running defense for her at all, but she looked the part. And then you know, hopefully me as somebody who thinks that she has been a decent actress over the years, I hope that I am right in some way, shape, or form because she's playing Lara Croft next. And so if she really is a absolutely garbage actress and Game of Thrones was just like that one crazy role that she did good in because she was young, well then we all get screwed over because that means her Lara Croft is bad. But again, if that writing is feminist, which Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a feminist, and they have the Marvel's writers on that, we might never know the truth about her. So,
I have no faith in it. Like it's just literally Phoebe Waller-Bridge being a part of it is just like
it's so bad. It's such a red flag.
yeah.
I hope it's good, but I definitely don't have any expectations for that.
No.
Lyman D. Coconut, thank you for the 20. She doesn't want to get pigeonholed as a horror actress. Going with other genres after Obsession is a smarter move. That's typically what people do after breaking out. Whether or not X-Men is the right call remains to be seen. And yeah, you're 100% correct because when you are in Hollywood, especially with the amount of attention that she's gotten recently, you want to make sure that you are putting your name into every hat possible. You want to try to branch out as quickly as possible because horror movies, of course, horror is a very big genre, but at the same time, it's still not the size or scale as something like the MCU. So 100% agree. For sure. David Smart Jr., thank you so much for the 8 months. Hail the beautiful panel. Yesterday was the anniversary of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you like it? Have a good night, ladies. I'm drinking some beers.
Enjoy.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is good.
Yeah, it's a classic. I've always said it's not like top 5 for me.
Yeah, no, not
or
for
even
me
like
either.
Top 10, but I understand why it's a classic, and it really was a like genre setting movie, right? Like a genre defining movie. Yes,
for sure. Albert Not a Retro, thank you for the 5. Canadians Jared Kiso is Wolverine. He's older, but Logan always looked older than most of the team, and he's 5'9", which is a good height to play him. Yeah, see, I don't know who that is, and I'd have to look really quickly. My problem, though, is if we're going to still have an older actor be Wolverine, you might as well just keep, like, a Hugh Jackman
Yeah,
that
I
people
get.
already know, and that's my issue is, like, I just yeah, this actor's 42, so he is still,
It's got like 10
younger
years plus.
than him,
Yeah.
but when you have this old, like, I don't wanna say 42 is old, but obviously in the context of this, we're talking about, like, a cast of 22-year-old actors. So, is he going to be able to, like, mesh well with the entire cast? I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what? Ginger makes a good point about Sadie, like how young she looks, and that so they're probably gonna want to cast someone around her age, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe only like a 10-year difference, just because. I mean, if they're going with that route of Jean Grey and
Yeah.
Wolverine, I mean that's a thing, right? They're a
Well,
thing,
right.
so
And, like, Hugh Jackman was 31 when he first played Wolverine, and so
wow.
that's already, 31 versus 42, that's already a 12-year age difference, and not that, oh, every actor has to be 31 because that's how old Hugh Jackman was, but that's more so the age that I would imagine that they would probably wanna cast around, but yeah, I don't know. I think though it's just going to be very very hard because we all know and love Hugh Jackman so much in this role. Sometimes there's roles that are not easily recastable, like with Snape. Alan Rickman was such a phenomenal actor, and even though his version of Snape was different from the books, they would struggle even if they put someone like Adam Driver in the role of Snape. Never mind when you get into race swaps and their age is different and they look completely different. Like it would be tough even if you had an amazing actor that you were replacing them with. So,
Yeah, I think a unknown, no name, whatever is the better way to go. Because
yeah,
these actors will want to, prove themselves, and if the writing's there, great.
100%. But I guess we'll see. We'll probably be heartbroken anyway. Mike, thank you for the 10. I've come across some criticisms of Indy's casting for various reasons, including her race. None of the G&G sphere, though. She's white passing, but unlike Pedro or Zendaya, she's actually likable. So yeah, she is half Mexican, right? And so I think that she looks the part, and so that is really what matters. She fits the description and the look of this character, and that is really what sort of matters at the end of the day. And yeah, I've seen some criticisms of that on social media. There have been quite a few people that are also of the mindset of, oh, Storm isn't black enough, saying, well, Indy, she doesn't technically fit it, so why aren't you guys playing? As long as the character, an actor looks the character's part, that's what matters to me. And plus, she hasn't ever said anything that would also, like with a Zendaya or even a Rachel Zegler, said anything that makes you dislike her even more as an actress or thinks that she's like the best actress ever and that she can do no wrong. And it's not like she's coming out and saying, oh, you're a terrible person for criticizing this. But yeah, I think that she hopefully will play the role well. I'm curious to see what version of Rogue they're going to go for. Like with Jean Grey, she was pretty unique. Not like an exact copy of a comic book counterpart. And I am very, very interested in seeing what's going to happen with Rogue and all of these, new versions of these characters.
Same. I want to see what they do.
So, yeah, all right. Let us yap again. What shall we yap about?
There's so much.
Since we're here and since we're talking about it, let's talk about Wolverine. So, the new Wolverine game releases in only a couple of weeks in the middle of September. And over the past year, things have been pretty rough for this game. People have criticized the character designs from the females, from Jean Grey to Mystique. People have criticized Wolverine, said that he's not buff enough or cool enough, or he's just not enough of a Chad. There have been criticisms about the boss fights and even the gameplay, which is like press W and then press spacebar to like jump over an obstacle because it feels more like a movie game in a way. But now the developers are coming out and saying you're all evil for criticizing them. And to no one's surprise, the Access Media is running damage control, saying you are all evil for criticizing this, which it's a little early to be doing that. I mean, a month away and you're running damage control saying the gamers are chuds and losers. That's early. I get maybe like a week or 2 weeks, but a month to say we're all terrible people? Oof.
Listen, we know we're terrible people, but you gotta at least get to know us before you make that judgment.
Exactly. Duh. But I mean, there's tons of these different outlets that are saying this. It's a relentless onslaught. Wolverine PS5 dev responds to unprecedented criticism, saying, "I think the wild way this algorithm amplifies and forces negativity upon you has me reconsidering my philosophy on telling devs to look or post here. It's a relentless onslaught that I cannot believe is good for anyone's mental health nor representative." Now, first of all, I don't believe that he was ever telling developers to look at social media and actually talk to their customers, because that would be so rare nowadays. But second of all, you know what you can do if you're really, really taking a beating online is shut your phone off and not look at your social media. It's literally just that simple.
Yeah, it really is. I don't they like it, I think. They like the attention and they like being victims. So when someone like Vara goes on there and she's just so mean about their games, it gives them the chance to cry about it and get everyone to come, like the 5 people that care, to pat them on the back and say, "No, she's wrong. You did a good job. It's okay."
Oh yeah, absolutely. Part of it is the victimhood mentality, because these individuals were hired based on the color of their skin or their gender or their sexuality, and so they're used to getting attention for
Mhm.
all of these different things. But at the end of the day, you still need to be good at your job so that the product you are making at your job comes out and is good. And if your game doesn't look good, then you are going to be criticized for that. You're not just getting like pats on the back because you happen to ship a product. That's not the way that the world works. Sure, if we were
Mhm.
paying $5 for a game and $100 for a game console, I might be a little bit nicer to you. But we're talking about games that cost, in this case, 250 million freaking dollars to make. That I'm sorry, you're not getting any free handouts from me.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, you're not allowed to judge these games anymore. It's been an issue, not even just with games, with everything the last few years, that if we don't like something, we're ists, we're phobes, any word that like has no meaning these days, because they just throw it at someone that says something they don't like. Um, Instead of listening to the audience and the people that they want to purchase their products, they're like, "No, I did right. You're wrong. How dare you criticize what I worked so hard on? This represents my life, so you better accept it."
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And look, I understand that when you have put your heart and your soul into something and you have dedicated all of this time to it, I know that you want everybody to love it the same way that you love it.
Mhm.
You want people to see what it is you have made and praise it. But on the flip side, you're not owed that. You are not deserving of that just because you happened to ship a product. That is like an insane mentality to have. And the reason why teasers and trailers are put online, and the reason why you see all of these different pieces of promotional material put online is so people could judge it. And so, yeah, you want people to respond positively, but you can also respond negatively. And that is my right as a paying customer, but they hate that.
Oh, absolutely. They they despise it. They
It's so
loathe it.
pathetic.
It is. It is. I say, like, I think about these people, and I'm just like, I would be embarrassed to be like that openly like upset about everything, like
Yeah.
offended by everything. Like I can't relate to that. Like, of course, human beings can get offended by something, everybody, right? But these, like, everything being so soft. I call people marshmallows because they're so soft, and it's just like that's the fact that you put it out there for the world to see is just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And you're right, pathetic. That's the best word to use. Just like, I don't pity you. I don't feel sorry for you. I think it's a really sad existence that you live.
Yeah, 100%. And then you have like GameSpot saying Marvel's Wolverine is another victim of the internet's endless gaming negativity. Maybe. I know this is gonna be
You're about to say something
shocking.
crazy.
I know. I am about to. But it's almost like if you made better products and you were better at your job, people wouldn't have anything to criticize. And therefore, there wouldn't be negativity because everybody would be happy with you and what you're making. I know. That is wild. But somebody had to come out and say it, and I guess I'm gonna be the stunning and brave one here who's gonna, sacrifice my security and my positivity, and I'm just gonna be the target for everybody to attack. But I mean, holy shit, is it really that shocking? If you make something bad, people are gonna be negative about it?
To them it is, because they're just like, wait a minute. How dare you? This hurts my feelings. I'm taking this very personally that you don't like something that I worked on. I thought everyone was just gonna love it because I got participation trophies when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then you have Kotaku saying Insomniac staff pins overnight Wolverine hate on Twitter. It's not okay. This criticism and this backlash has been going on not quite since the reveal, because when they revealed Wolverine like 2.5 years ago, it was just like the CGI trailer of him at the bar and wearing his cowboy hat. But the real reveal, where you actually saw gameplay and then you saw these character models, since that true reveal, there's been backlash. There has been criticism. It's not overnight. I don't know how you can say something that has been happening for 2 years is overnight. Is Kotaku not paying attention? Are these developers not paying attention? I mean, it is Kotaku, so they probably are just straight up lying in order to push a narrative. I mean, it is just pathetic.
Very.
Yeah. And be nice to the multi-billion-dollar company. They're bad products. Be happy and open your wallet / purse.
Consume.
Yeah, shut up and consume. Get excited for new product and buy it and then move on to the next. I mean, that is really, really their mentality. And I don't know if you saw this video, but look, okay. There have been many boss fights over the years that look exactly like this. It's not like this is brand new. It's not like it's a case of total and complete plagiarism. But this is not the type of boss fight I expect to see in a game that costs $250 million to develop. If we were talking about a lower budget game, okay, I could understand, having this like large torso and up boss fight. But this game costs hundreds of millions of dollars to develop. I just don't know if this really cuts the mustard anymore. Sure, it did for a Ben 10 game that probably came out in fucking 2000 on the PS1, but I don't think it cuts it for in a $70 game on a gaming console that cost, if you want the PS5 Pro with a disc drive, $800 freaking dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wow. Shout out to whoever got this comparison.
Yeah, right? Like, this is the most random ass comparison I've ever seen in my life. I'm glad that it has popped up, but
yes.
it's so insane.
Yes.
Like, I guess maybe I'm just a fake gamer and I wouldn't be able to pull that reference myself. But it's just it's so sad, sure, that we have gotten to this point, but it's sad for a different reason, because to me, it's not sad that, oh, these poor developers are being criticized and this game is being laughed at. It's poor customers for getting mediocre products yet again. Poor customers for being screwed over by large companies yet again. It is sad that we cannot rely on products being the highest level of quality possible. And so you running damage control for Insomniac, which is really Sony, and sitting here and saying, oh my God, these poor developers, they're receiving so much backlash. I don't have a tear to shed for you.
No, not at all. It's
Drunk 3PO says best hat on YouTube goes to Wicked.
I like my hat.
Wow. Stunning and brave.
Don't make fun of me. You're gonna hurt my feelings. And I'm gonna go on X and I'm gonna cry about it.
Oh, now I'm gonna take this clip and I'm gonna post it on X and go, Snowflake Wicked Virtue complains on her podcast about the toxic chuds. There you go.
And then there's a picture, like when you look up toxic chuds, it's just a Vara going.
So random. But yeah.
You probably
Anyway.
ruin at least one person's day every day.
I hope
In
so.
a
That's
good
the only
way.
reason
I know,
why I
that's-
wake up.
She's like, this is why I exist.
I hope.
It's just she's just doing her part.
I'm such a bad person for checks notes criticizing a billion-dollar company. How could this happen? We need a chud ad. Mine needs to be a chud and hers needs to be a Megatron.
Megatron. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
a
see?
Megatron hat. I'll get one. Don't worry,
It
we'll
is
get
a-
on it. That's gonna be the official merch for the show. Your
The
chud
chud.
for sure. The
Yeah.
chuds.
I don't know what it's gonna be exactly, but
Yeah, I remember the first time I actually saw somebody I know besides you called the chud was actually Jay. Someone like wrote like on Twitter because of something with Transformers. I forgot it. Like it was an article or something that he shared for G&G, like about one of the Transformer comics. They're like, this chud. I was like, oh my gosh, he was called a chud. Welcome
for
to the
you,
club.
it was special. For me, it was another Tuesday.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
that's just a
first time,
normal
but
occurrence.
Vera's like first time.
Yeah. I miss James Franco being in movies.
He might didn't be like I don't know if we talked about this. I thought I read that he may be making a comeback because he had like I don't know the full story. I read a little bit about like the whole Me Too stuff with him, right? Like that
Yeah.
he really disappeared though. Like he hasn't done anything in like what 4 or 5 years.
So he's gonna be in a Rambo prequel and an
That's right.
untitled major film expected by 2027. I can't imagine it's a major film if it's coming out next year and it hasn't even been announced yet. But yeah,
Yeah.
at least I almost said Rainbow. Yay, he's gay. The
Well, that's what
Rambo
they gave
prequel.
you. We lost her, guys. We lost her to the rainbow people.
If the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies came out today, these fucking people online, the Rainbow Brigade, would be like, they were gay for each other. They had a hidden love for each other, like they did with the Hobbit, the
Oh, yeah,
Hobbit
Harry and
trilogy.
Peter were really
Oh
in
my
love.
gosh,
Ugh.
Thorin and Bilbo were actually gay for each other and they were in love by the end. It'd be the same fucking thing. Harry and Peter are pretending to be straight by fighting over MJ, but really the biggest sacrifice they had to make in life was their love because they couldn't be gay as fuck. That's exactly what that story would be.
Yeah, it would
Anyway,
be.
I hate life too. I hope that I just ruined your day.
No, it's gonna take a lot more than that to ruin my day.
Ah, classic.
I have my Appa plushie and my cool hat. I'm good.
The Appa plushie is really, really cool though.
It
To
is.
be
It's
honest,
so
I
soft.
am just a little bit jealous of that.
You should be. It's comfy.
Yeah, but I know you love some pirates.
I do.
You do love some Johnny Depp. Now, I feel very conflicted about this story. So, about every 6 months or so, we hear this report circulating. Jerry Bruckheimer makes a statement again saying, oh, a new Pirates movie might happen. Oh, Johnny Depp might return. Oh, it's going to be female centric. he's constantly trying to like keep this concept of a new film alive. And this has popped back up yet again because Jerry Bruckheimer confirms talks with Johnny Depp for a Pirates of the Caribbean return. And this could potentially happen. Now, I feel a bit conflicted about this because obviously, back when the trial was happening, Johnny Depp said that he would not return even if they gave him $300 million and like 100 alpacas. I don't remember how many
Something like
alpacas
that,
it
yeah.
was, but something very random like that. And so, on one hand, right, the talks that he's referring to could be an email. They could be an Instagram message. This could be much more serious than we could have ever imagined. But I have a problem believing this because it does pop up all the time. But even if it was true, would you still want to support this? Because on one hand, you're ultimately supporting Johnny Depp and you're supporting this return. It's like, oh my God, we need to show Disney that this is what the people want. But on the flip side, it's like, do you still want to support Disney based on their history and what they had done to him?
So if there was a Pirates movie with Johnny Depp in it, I'm gonna go see it because Johnny Depp's in it. I
Right.
think that it would have to be a huge payday and maybe something else. Johnny Depp might ask for some kind of like, I don't know if he'd ask for an apology. Maybe. I think he deserves one. But definitely a huge payday and whatever else Johnny Depp wants to get him to come back. I think Disney knows. Would they still do a movie without him? Probably, but I think they know. They're not that stupid to know that, to not understand that you need Jack Sparrow for Pirates of the Caribbean to be a success. And it needs to be Johnny Depp. You can't recast Jack Sparrow like that because that's just a big no. Like never. That would not work. The last Pirates movie was my least favorite, and I think it was most people's least favorite, and it had not
Yes.
a lot of Johnny Depp in it.
Right.
So my thing with this is if he's in it, I will go support it because I love Johnny Depp and I love him as Jack Sparrow. But if it's going to be something where, because there's all these different reports coming out. So if it's going to be, I like Margot Robbie too. I wouldn't mind her in a Pirates movie, but I don't want her to be the lead and he's secondary to her. I have a problem with that. I don't want that. So if
Yeah.
he's a secondary character, because he's not, they proved it in that last one that he's not a secondary character. So if they do that, I don't think it's going to go over that well. They might do that though. Like, hey, let's give him as much, like the least amount we can, which is still going to be a lot. Even if he's on the screen for 5 minutes, it's probably going to be like $1 billion or something like that to get him back, right? So if there's like 5 minutes of Jack Sparrow in this, I'll be so mad if they have him come back. Overall, I don't want it, even with him coming back, because the last one was not great. I think that Pirates of the Caribbean is just like, it had its moment. It's got, the first movie was fantastic. I like the second one, like the third one, last one, meh, was not one that I will rewatch. It wasn't an awful movie, but it wasn't Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
to
it
me.
didn't
Like
feel the same. It lost the magic.
It did. It lost the magic. So I think that they need to let this sit for a while and then maybe try and do like different Pirates of the Caribbean stories, right? Like where it's not, that's like the only chance they have. I don't think it'll succeed or be anywhere near as good as the ones with Jack Sparrow, Will Turner. Like those were fantastic. So overall, I don't want this. But if they get Johnny Depp back and he's in it, I will go see it.
So I think that my big issue with this is, first of all, Disney did treat Johnny Depp like absolute garbage, and that does make it really hard to want to support. But second of all, if they did this, they would use this as a big fat W for their ultimate plan of taking existing properties and changing them and doing what these cultural Marxists do best, because Pirates of the Caribbean would then be most likely a feminist flick. And but they are going to make $1 billion based on Johnny Depp's name, but they're technically still making $1 billion for a feminist film, because this Margot Robbie report, it's popping back up, and it's being, at least right now, referenced as a Deadline source, but this originates from all the way back in 2020. Suicide Squad star Margot Robbie boasts that her upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean reboot will feature a lot of girl power. This is 6 years ago. She was boasting about it being a feminist flick. And so this is my issue, is that if this is still going to happen and it's still going to feature her, that means that this idea that they had several years ago, sure, it might be modified a little bit, but it would still be like a W for woke, because you would still freaking have Johnny Depp making them $1 billion, even
That's
though it's
something
not
I'm
a
afraid of.
Johnny Depp Pirates movie.
Yeah, that's something I'm afraid of, that if they do get him to sign on for it, it's just like this, basically a cameo.
Yeah.
And then exactly what you said, some girl power chick. There's good chick flicks, feminist flick. I don't want that at all. I think it would be absolutely awful. I just, that's why I'm saying I overall just don't want it. Even if it's like, oh, it's going to be a whole big Jack Sparrow story. We've already gotten big Jack Sparrow stories and they are fantastic. Leave it alone. I don't want it. I was asked about this like even a couple of years ago and I was like, no, just no. Even with Johnny Depp, no.
100%.
But if I will go see it, like I said, because I like him, and this could be the last chance I'll have to see it in theaters, like a new Jack Sparrow movie. Like it probably would be the last chance if he did it. So yeah, I'd go see it. But if I had the choice, just don't make it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that it's better to just let it be and not revive it than revive something and it be a destruction of what came before, or it really just be a massive bait and switch, because that is what it would most likely be.
Remember what they did with Into the Woods? I went to the theaters to go see that because of Johnny Depp, and he was
2 minutes. Bye-bye.
I know. I actually was like, what? In the theater. I'm usually a quiet person in the theaters unless I'm like gasping or like, you know what I mean? Like, but then I was like, what? I was ready to leave. I was so mad. Like, this movie sucks.
Hollywood likes to screw us over continuously. Not that that's shocking. But in response, she asserted that the film would present a lot of girl power and noted both that it's too early to talk about it, but she was psyched on the combo of Robbie the Pirates franchise, the reboot scribe, the Birds of Prey writer. So the person who was supposed to be writing this was the Birds of Prey writer.
Oh.
Christina Hodson. So if that is also still going to happen, ding, 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 red flag, red flag. And she had said that she loved Christina's work, saying, I'm not a producer on Pirates, so I'll sit back and kind of wait for the process the way you're allowed to do as an actor, which is nice. I don't have to stress about it just yet. We're really excited at the prospect of kind of adding a very key female element to the world, but this also fucking pisses me off because there have been women in Pirates since the beginning of Pirates. So what they're doing is they are ignoring what came before and they're rebooting it and saying, oh my God, look at this, guys. We're so stunning and brave. It's like how you always hear about the first black actor to do something or the first black writer to do something or the first female and all of these different things. They only are trying to tell you, look at how stunning and brave we are. We're the first to do something so that they get some virtue points and they get some pats on the back, even though you're not the first to do something. And in this case, you're 5 movies too late to be adding the first female key elements to this world, because Pirates have always included females, important females. Keira Knightley was the lead character, so all you are doing is erasing the work that she did. That is disgusting. That is terrible. That it makes me so unimaginably angry.
Yes. No, I agree with that. They like to do that, though. They like to act like, you know, there was no diversity when it comes to women or people of color or whatever. There was none of that. It's been happening since the 80s. So, I mean, probably the 70s. Like, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I can just, the first thing I think of was like aliens and stuff, you know what I mean? Stuff like that happened in the 80s. So it's like, it's ridiculous. You're right. They're just trying to erase the women pioneers of the industry, you know, that paved the road for people like Margot. I'm not saying Margot's doing it. I do think that Margot's a good actress. Do I love everything she's been in? No. But even as Harley Quinn, I think she was a good cast for that role, but the writing just was not, especially not for Birds of Prey. Oh my gosh. I struggled with that one. I struggled with that. I don't watch bad stuff. I watched Birds of Prey. Okay, give me a break.
It was really, really bad.
It was rough.
But yeah, Margot Robbie is a good actress in a lot of what she has been in. But when she's praising a feminist writer writing a feminist version of a story, that is a massive issue in my opinion, and I'm just
Yes.
significantly less hyped for it than I could be. So I guess we'll see. I personally still don't believe that this is even going to happen and that Johnny Depp is going to return. He said that he wouldn't, and I mean, sure, you never know what somebody is going to do. Maybe they did offer him $300 million and multiple movie deals, who knows? But at the same time, he was very vocal about how he would not return. And so I would be curious to see if that is going to actually happen. But every 6 to 8 months, Jerry comes out and says, "This is happening. This is happening."
Let's
I
keep
feel
the
like
hype for what might
he's
not happen.
right. I feel like he's trying to get more people interested in it so that maybe it actually happens. But
Yeah,
that isn't going to
maybe.
be the case.
But I'm like the same page as you. I'm more interested to see if Johnny Depp would actually do it. That's why I would go
Mhm.
see it. Like, okay, so what? Because he loves the character of Jack Sparrow, so I would be very
Right.
surprised if he took the role and it turned out to be this feminist garbage where like Jack is just like this little secondary character, or he has I know he was a secondary character in the last one, but they didn't make him like it was okay. It wasn't great by any means, but if it's like he's second to women pirates, that would be freaking weird. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm curious. Like, so if he does sign up, what's it gonna be? Is he gonna make it in the contract that they do justice for the character? Like, is it gonna be a nice send off for Jack? Because he loves the character, named his son Jack because of it. Like, I would hate to see him just accept it for money or whatever it is that they're gonna give him, which
Right,
I
when
don't
his
think he
heart
would.
isn't really in the project anymore. But we've heard over the years he dresses up as Jack Sparrow and he
Those
goes to
hospitals.
children's
Mhm.
hospitals, and that is something a lot of actors do not do, and he is very dedicated to this role, so I understand that it also has a lot of emotional weight for him as well. But I do think that if he did it, it would also be very hard for a lot of people to accept because of how vocal he was in his hatred for Disney when he got dropped by them and they would no longer work with him, and he was basically blacklisted from Hollywood because of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm leaning more towards this isn't going to happen, and if they do it, it's going to be without Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I just don't want it.
I
Leave it
don't want it
alone.
either. There's no point now. I mean, he's not young anymore. Not that he, is at the point where he can't walk around like normal anymore, but the ability of what he would be able to do is, starting to definitely go down a little bit. And I wouldn't want them to just be like, Johnny Depp's back. And then it's him sitting like in a captain's chair and like looking around and maybe walking across the deck of a ship and then giving her some speech about you need to trust yourself and your instincts. And then I
Giving
don't know.
her
He
his
does
compass.
a backflip off the plank and then disappears into the fucking abyss, Like
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't need that. Speaking of him, I am excited for the Ebenezer movie. That looks interesting.
yes, that
I think
does look
that's going to
really
be
cool.
good because he's a great method actor, character actor, I should say, because he doesn't. I don't think he goes full method, but he's a great character actor. So I think that's going to be good. I'm excited for that. I think he's at the point where he's just going to accept roles at his heart's end because he kind of always did that.
Yeah.
So I don't see him coming back as Jack Sparrow unless huge payday and he gets a say in what happens
Absolutely.
with the character.
I would agree with that. I hope though if it does happen, it isn't god awful. Only
We'll
time will
see.
tell though.
Yeah.
But all right guys, I'm going to read up these last few supers and then that's going to be the end of the show for the night. Albert Nada Retro, thank you so much for the 10. If you go to the post area, my channel, I have an outline for phase 1 of a DC cinematic universe. Super was denied with proper spelling. Well, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And Matthew for the 2, a female-led Pirates movie, Scissor Me Timbers. And look, Margot Robbie is a beautiful woman, don't get me wrong, but also she's like 39 now, and this movie doesn't even have a finished script. What are we going to be getting? Like is it going to be another decade before we actually get this on our screen? And it's, 50-year-old Margot Robbie, who is supposed to be some like young pirate. I think that we're starting to get to the point where, okay, you need to maybe do it now, because I could imagine a 20-year-old woman being a pirate in this universe, like with Elizabeth Swann. She was Keira Knightley was 17 and 18 when she filmed the first one, and so that was, the general age. But a 50-year-old woman, what is she going to do? Oh, my kids are grown up and my kids are out living their lives, so I've got to find adventure. Like, you're getting into cringe territory at that point, even if she is pretty. So, yeah, it's rough to think about. But Wicked, what are your plans for the next couple of days? What are you up to? What's going on?
So tomorrow on my second channel at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be having a retro stream with Dan Vast, just kind of like a bragging rights, talking about games and all that. Since YouTube is changing their like monetization rules and stuff, I'm trying to get that channel monetized, because overall that's going to be like a video channel, right? My Wicked Virtue 2. So lives are like a faster way to get it monetized. So I'm trying to do that before they change the requirements. So we're doing that. And then I'll be doing some gaming this week. I really do want to do the Zomboid game, but I'm not sure. I've got other stuff that I've got to play. So there's definitely just going to be gaming streams going on. And we will get together and figure out when the next Resident Evil 5 stream will be. So hopefully that's soon, but I know there's some games coming out. So Vara's going to be a busy girl.
Yes, I am busy, but we will make some time
We only have
very
probably
soon.
2 left.
Yeah, for some more Resident Evil, so we will do that for sure.
But yeah, that's what I got going on. The only big thing is over on the second channel.
Cool. And guys, of course, her stream will be going on tomorrow. There will be a little bit of overlap with mine, but that's okay. You're starting at 6 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be super long, so.
Yeah. So I will be going live at 7, so you can join my stream after you check out hers for a little while. I'll be playing some more Mortal Shell 2, which has been very fun, and we'll be playing that like over the weekend. And yeah, everything is the same. Of course, we'll be live streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern, video games. Next week, we'll be back over on Wicked's channel. And then I think it is the week after that it is going to be our 1-year celebration. So we have to figure out what we are going to do, what kind of trouble we're going to get into. And we have to pick like a specific movie to review.
Yes, we will. We'll get back on that.
Yeah.
I miss doing that. That was always a fun way to end these streams.
Yeah, but we've been very busy, and I know Wicked goes out into the real world and does real things. So she's sacrificed our movie reviews. How could you do this, Wicked? It's okay.
We'll get back to it. Spooky season.
Yes, and in just a couple of weeks, there's going to be the new Resident Evil movie.
I'm excited for it.
I'm so nervous. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, we'll be honest. In the shadows, we will be honest.
For sure. But guys, check out the links in the description. Follow me on social media. Join the Discord if you are not already a part of it. Wicked's links are in the description too. Thank you all so much for being here the past few hours. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. And have a great rest of your evening, everyone.
Bye.